Chelsea transfer window just turned serious. From the shock links to Julian Alvarez to the latest on JÉRÉMY JACQUET. And with major exit looming, Disasi, Sterling, Tyrique George, this window could define Chelsea's next phase. But before we dive into this video, if you are new here, welcome to the channel. If you have been following me for a while, you know the drills. Help your boy get to that 10k subscriber mark. Let's dive into it. Starting from the hottest story of the day, Julian Alvarez to Chelsea. Hold your seats, my friends, because this transfer window just went into absolute meltdown. We are talking about a move that absolutely nobody saw coming. We are hearing reports that the spider himself, Julian Alvarez, is eyeing a shock return to the Premier League. And guess, according to the latest from Ligue, he reported breaking news. Julian Alvarez is eyeing a return to the Premier League, and it's Chelsea who is making inquiries. Initial offers are floating around 100 million euros. And if you think that's just Twitter talk, think again, because the heavyweights are starting to chin in. Simon Johnson over at the Mail Sports has confirmed the interest, stating Chelsea and PSG are among the club maintaining a watch brief on Atletico Madrid striker Julian Alvarez for the summer. But let's be real for a second. We have seen this movie before. The followed up with even a bigger clip, calling it a breaking bombshell. Julian Alvarez shock transfer exit. Atletico Madrid ready to cash in. Premier League giants already queuing up with massive bid. Now look, let's be honest. Let's talk about the reality of this. We know how this club operates now. We have moved away from the era of just throwing money at every big name. This deal, it would cost us a staggering 100 million euros in transfer fees alone. Then you look at the wages. We are talking about an annual salary of roughly 11.1 million a year, which breaks down to approximately 211k per week. If you are being honest with ourselves, seriously, I don't see us making this move. Why, you may ask? You already know, because it completely breaks down the wage structure. And in as much as I absolutely love Julian Alvarez, I mean, who wouldn't want a World Cup winner leading the line? But I just don't see us signing him. It doesn't fit the blueprint. But moving on, my friends, let's shift from the glitz of the attack to the heart of the defense. Last time I spoke about JÉRÉMY JACQUET, I'll be honest, I was a bit perfunctory. I didn't give him a full deep dive. But the noise is getting louder, and we need to address what's actually happening on the ground. The word on the streets, and it's serious. As reported by Simon Johnson and The Athletic, negotiations between Rennes and Chelsea for JÉRÉMY JACQUET are ongoing. Chelsea hope they can finalize a deal this week. Rennes head coach Habibi Baye doesn't want to lose the player. Now look at the numbers. As much as I have my reservation, the statistics from Data MB Football are undeniably elite. In the list of highest performing centre back in Ligue 1 this season, Jacquet is sitting right at the top with a score of 84. Level with Momodusa, he's outperforming names like Agrad and Bernardo. And it's not just about defending either. According to Simon Johnson and The Athletic again, while being defensively proactive, aerially strong, Jacquet also ranked highly in ball progression metric during his full integration into Rennes' first team. He's made 28 appearances for the club. But here is where it gets a bit tricky. We are being told he's the next big thing. And yes, he looks like an elite prospect. But haven't we heard of that before? We have a mountain of elite young talents. What I think we need is that sagacious centre back, someone mature, someone experienced, someone whom I've seen it all. But instead, we are watching our academy graduates thrive elsewhere. Simon Johnson dropped a true bomb regarding our former graduate, Mark Guéhi. Resigning Mark Guéhi was not a possibility. Even though the transfer fee taken to Man City is just £20 million, there are other costs involved, which makes this deal a lot more expensive than that. It was not just a financial decision. As much as Guéhi is respected as a player, Chelsea are looking for a centre back with different attributes than he provides. Different attributes. We are talking about one of the most composed defenders in the league, going to our direct rival for a mere £20 million. While we chase a 20-year-old from France for potentially triple of that. And genuinely, it feels like we are overcomplicating simple things. And if this Jacquet deal snags, we are heading to the South Coast. As reported by James O'Reilly and ESPN, sources suggest that should a deal for Jacquet fall through, they could return to Bournemouth for Marco Senesi, whose contract runs out at the end of the season. But there has been no contact between the club yet. And if that wasn't easy, Alex Crook reported that Bournemouth plan to resist any bid for Chelsea target Marco Senesi in January. So we are in a bit of a deadlock. We are chasing potential while the finished product is moving elsewhere. It's the Chelsea way lately, isn't it? We have talked about the potential big money arrivals, but as always with Chelsea, the revolving door is spinning just as fast on the way out. Let's start with the one that is going to sting for the Cobham faithful. According to St. Johnstone Sports, Tyrique George is expected to be sold. He has not played for Chelsea for over a month, despite being fully fit. Clubs in Premier League and in continental Europe are keen. Fully fit and not making the bench. It's the same old story. We have one of the best academies in the world, yet we are treating players like Tyrique George as profit on a spreadsheet. If he leaves and becomes a superstar elsewhere, we are going to be sitting here in 2 years asking ourselves, why did we let him go? It's becoming a pattern we can't seem to break. And then we have the senior bomb squad. The situation with Axel Disasi is reaching a breaking point. As spotted by Simon Johnson, Axel Disasi has interest from clubs in England, Italy and France. One of these teams wants to sign him permanently now. The other has made loan enquiries. Chelsea would prefer a permanent move. Chelsea are holding out for cash, but with his high wages and inconsistent form, a loan might be the only way to get him off the books. It's a game of chicken between the board and the interested club, and time is running out. And finally, the Raheem Sterling saga. This one is getting a little bit complicated. According to Sky Sports, Napoli are discussing whether to sign Raheem Sterling on loan. However, the player is believed to be keen on a move to Fulham this month. But how interested the club are in him this time remains to be seen. It's a bizarre fall from grace, isn't it? From being the face of the new era to deciding between a Mediterranean adventure under Antonio Conte at Napoli or a short trip down the road at Craven Cottage. Let's be real, with his wages, Chelsea may have to swallow a massive chunk of that salary for him to move on. So whether it's Julian Alvarez coming in or Raheem Sterling going out, Chelsea remains the most chaotic club in the world every single window. They are constantly in state of in with the new and out with the old. But my question is, at what points do we actually find some stability? And with that said, that's the end of the video, my friends. Make sure you like the video, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.